We're back, getting down and dirty expeditiously. Today's topic: why attractive women lie to chosen ones. Let's get into it. Now, when it comes to lying, I think the average person is a natural liar. I think most people don't tell the truth. I personally don't believe most things that come out of anybody's mouth. And it's unfortunate, it really is. But people, for the most part, give me a lot of reasons not to trust them. It just is what it is. They don't present themselves as themselves. It's a covering so that you do not judge them. Most people will tell you a version of the truth and leave out the things that you can judge them about. Okay? And as a non-judgmental person, in a general sense, I be confused why people feel the need to lie to me. You barely know me.
Why you always lying? Oh my God.
It's usually to omit something that you think will maybe hurt my feelings, or so that I don't judge you openly. Now, I play dumb with a lot of things, but a lot of times I'm too smart to be stupid. But I do prefer to play dumb just to keep the peace. But when I don't feel like keeping the peace, then I put it on Front Street. Because you can't just sit there and cap in my face like, I don't know you're lying. And most people are lying. For the most part, especially if you're just starting to talk to a woman, you should assume that she's lying to you. Because by the time you met an attractive woman, there is another guy in her space that will probably be upset that you're talking to her. She may not be upset that she's talking to you, but there is somebody in her life that will be upset that you're talking to her. And even vice versa. Objectively attractive people, there's always somebody around. You just might end up winning in time, but when you're trying to set up links and she's giving you BS excuses, it's because she's probably linking somebody else. You're not a priority yet until you're a priority. No one's a priority until you're a priority. But when it comes to objectively attractive women lying to chosen ones, they want to spare your feelings, or they don't want to be judged because they want you to be around. Because a lot of objectively attractive women, if they look at you as somebody that they can keep in their life, then they don't want you to judge them. They want you to just go along with the ride. They want you to be on the roster until they decide that you're the number one option.
And that means that the number one pick in the 2024 NBA draft goes to...
When you first join the roster, they might do what they have to do to keep you around, and then they'll lower your positioning because they still have other people around that they have to figure out, all right, what are they going to do with these people? Because I'm bringing in a new addition to the team. He has this, that qualities. He might have number one option potential, but I already have a number one. I can't just drop him from number one to nothing, because then now her standings, in a general sense, she'll be looked at like a hoe. And then her name will start to go around like, nah, you don't want her, she's a hoe. And you know women hate that, being looked at like a hoe. And all the while, they could be a hoe sitting on eggplant every day, but the truth hurts. And for a lot of people, the truth is overrated. I like the truth. Even if it hurts me, I would rather know the truth, because then I can deal with it. I'm a person that, like I said, I'm not that judgmental. So I would rather you tell me the truth, because it'll hurt me less, because I can deal with it. I can be aware. I can be aware of what the actual truth is. I can move accordingly. I may not even care that you have other dudes in your roster, because I'm realistic. I like objectively attractive women. And I know that other men like objectively attractive women. And most men with confidence will just go up and talk to any girl and not ask them if they have a boyfriend. And a girl who finds them equally attractive will not tell them. It just happens. So when you know the cycle and you know the game, you have to just be aware of it and use it to your advantage. And I have a few anecdotes of where women felt the need to lie to me for absolutely no reason. To just keep me at bay, to keep me in line, so that I don't ask too many questions, so that I don't feel like I shouldn't apply some level of pressure.
Tell me more, tell me more.
I already told this story where, this is the girl that did the 180 spin. Okay, if you guys recall, it's in one of the videos. Just definitely go check it out. Okay. So the same girl that me and my mans did a two-man with her and her friend, she did the 180 spin. When I asked her name, according to her, was Maya. Now, okay, cool. You want to make up a name because you don't know me that well, this, that, and the third, even though you're clearly attracted to me, but whatever. You want to make up a name? It is what it is. But by the time I got the Instagram and we, because I put my Instagram in her phone, so later on I did my own research. Her name is not Maya. I won't just reveal her name, but it wasn't Maya. And I'm checking comment sections. They're saying her real name. In her IG highlights, she's putting her real name. So I'm like, damn, what you lying to me for?
Why you always lying?
I mean, I guess you don't want me to really go do too much of a deep dive. So even look back on now, maybe she already thought she didn't want this to go very far. Maybe she just, was already cautious and apprehensive. All good, right? It is what it is on that front. But let's slide to another story. Outside again. And maybe this is really just me in the places that I'm meeting these individuals. But as you get older, you realize it becomes harder to actually find people of quality in certain places if you may not actually enjoy doing certain things, right? So people say you might meet the proverbial good girl in like a library or the cafe or something like that, or museums. I'm not gonna lie, I don't be reading books like that. I don't like going to the museum, and I don't drink coffee. So it's like, I guess maybe the grocery store, but if I'm at the grocery store, I usually probably just want to get my groceries and get out. So you really have to be on timing at all times, really, when you're single, trying to find somebody that you might be able to build a relationship with. You as the man have to be on timing at all times, because objectively attractive women, when they're just living their day, they're not really paying attention to you. They may pay attention to you, but that's not what you have to assume is the majority. Okay? So once again, getting to the second anecdote, I was at a night function, so that already kind of leans to where some level of nonsense could occur, right? But this girl did her choosing signals. I'm honestly in the corner. The bar is over here, and I'm in the corner for real. I'm just kind of surveying the scene. I'm not a guy that's just gonna talk to every girl. I'm very patient, and I don't feel every girl deserves my eggplant, right? So I'm choosing up based off what I may view as a girl showing me a level of interest, or I might say, all right, maybe I should position myself over there so she might notice me, or very strategic type of things, right? So I'm standing in the corner. A girl walked past me, stands literally like 5 inches away from me, pulls out her phone. Now, the guy that I know that's a choosing signal, because she could have stood anywhere else, and she, by herself, stood over here. Now, she may not have been saying, oh yeah, I hope this guy talks to me. Maybe she was just trying to avoid people in general, because in the corner I was at, it was a good corner to avoid people, right? But she positioned herself there because even if that was the case, she just wanted to be away from people in general. She knows that, let me go stand in this corner with this attractive guy. Whether or not he talks to me, I feel comfortable being in his presence. Because even if he does talk to me, I would be comfortable with him talking to me. So I felt all that by her standing in a close proximity to me. So I look at her, I'll give her a little up, down, 1, 2. She looking eyes. She looking eyes. She looking eyes. Talk to me nicely. So I'm like, oh. So I said, I like your outfit. I said, I like your outfit. And she said, thank you, with a smile. Now that's a choosing signal as well. Because I've given women compliments on their outfits before. And if they don't immediately respond with a smile or respond with some level of openness, then I know they don't like me that much. Or they want me to chase them. They want me to kind of grab it out of them. And I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I want you to be receptive to me. Because I'm special. And I should be special to you. If I'm not special to you, why are we doing this? I don't want to have to pull teeth for you to like me. No. I'm special, and I should be special to you. I'm not going to be special to everybody in here. That's a fact. I'm not everybody's type, and that's okay. But if I think that you're my type, you should also think that I'm your type, and it should be reciprocated. Locked in, twin. It should be reciprocated energy. If it's not reciprocated energy like this, I don't want it.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
When I felt the openness after the thank you, I was like, oh yeah, I think I can keep talking to her. So her body language was still kind of open to me. So when I said the whole, I like your outfit, she said thank you. I waited a couple seconds, I was like, oh, what's your name? She said,
Mind your business.
and I was like, oh, that's your real name? Because at this point now, everybody blind to me, right? People don't tell the truth. I believe more times than not, people are lying to me, right? So now she got me thinking, I'm like, that's your real name? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. So the security guard is trying to move us away from this area. So she's moving, but she's not leaving the area. She's just moving from where he's telling her to be at, but she's still staying in my proximity. So I'm like, oh yeah, she want to keep talking to me, right? So the door's right here outside. She go around and she go outside and she stand there. So now I take a couple seconds and I contemplate. I'm like, should I follow her? I'm gonna follow her. And you already know, I don't like chasing women. I don't like chasing nothing that I don't feel it likes me back. It doesn't make any sense, right? I want what wants me, but I also want what I want. But once again, I want what wants me back. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go outside too. So I go outside too. And then we continue this conversation. The proximity of distance of us talking was pretty close. I'm like, oh yeah, she liked me. She feeling me. So now I'm breaking touch barrier. I'm talking about her hat. You know, when we're talking, you know, I touch shoulder. You know, she's open to the things that I'm doing. I'm like, oh yeah, she want me. She want me. She want me. Yes, sir. Right. So this is something that happens to me a lot though. I may meet a woman, and then all of a sudden they're going on a trip. What? They're going on a trip. Yeah, this happens to me all the time. I'll meet an objectively attractive woman and forget the next weekend, bro. The next day, within hours, they be catching a flight. I'm like, what? Within hours? You're catching a flight within hours? Good gosh. Stay put. You know how many women I talked to that are literally, they damn near live in the airport? Guys, we need to get our money up, yo. There's objectively attractive women living in the airport. That's probably the best place you're gonna find objectively attractive women. In the airport, because David, I be finding them outside at times, but then within days, and like I said, even hours, they're on a plane going somewhere. So I literally said, so you're not taking any magical trips going anywhere, right? Shorty gonna look at me dead in my pupils, my eye sockets. No.
Stop fucking lying.
So I'm like, okay, word. Continue the conversation. Once again, I had her take my Instagram. So my friends were actually legitimately waiting for me to leave. So I was like, yo, my friends actually been waiting for me to leave, so I'm about to get out of here soon. She's like, oh, you're gonna leave? I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow so we can set something up. Because already during the conversation, I already said that I would take her out to get something to eat. And she was jacking it. I said, I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow about it. So guess what I did? I hit her up tomorrow about it. Like I said, I would, because I'm an individual that don't feel the need to cap to people I just met. What am I lying to you for? It actually is better for me to lie to you if I care about you. But if I barely know you, I don't have that much of a care for you. What the hell I lie for? I barely know you, right? So the next day comes, I reach out to her. Like I said I would. I actually went through the trouble of finding a place. Dope spot. We would have had a great time. Once again, I asked her the night before. It definitely has not been 24 hours. Probably only been like 11 hours at this point. I said, yo, you're not taking any magical trips, right? No. So, hit her up. Tell her the place, ask her if she was available at a certain time. She said, hey, it was nice meeting you. I actually caught an early flight to Atlanta. An early flight to Atlanta? Shorty, I just asked you if you're taking any magical tricks.
You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
You caught an early flight to Atlanta? So I'm like, nah. She gotta be capping. Because like I said, I don't believe anything that comes out of anybody's mouth. Everybody's lying to me. Everybody's lying to me. And this is the reason why. I don't think I can really find a girl in my lineage of my life that has not lied to me for no reason at some point in our situation. But you'll hear objectively attractive women say that you have to be honest with them. It's just like insert Brent Faiyaz's trust song.
Tell me I could trust you.
It's crazy. Like it's flabbergasting. It's like I literally asked you a direct question and you lied straight to my face. Because I don't know if she wanted me to still show that interest, which I did, because I thought she wasn't lying. I thought she was telling the truth. So at this point I'm like, oh nah, you're capping. You're capping. No way. And I don't even check people's Instagram stories all the time anyway because I be busy. I want you to live your life. Live your life. It's okay. Like, I don't want you to necessarily feel pressured that, like, I'm breathing down your neck. Live your life, right? But at this point, I'm like, oh, nah, she's capping. I go check her stories. She actually was in Atlanta. I'm like, wow. So it's not even the fact that she actually went to Atlanta. That's not a problem to me, right? Because like I said, girls always just magically take trips when I meet them. It happens all the time, right? But my thing is the fact that she lied about it. When I asked her a direct question, like that was really gonna change anything. I guess I would have waited till she got back to really try to apply a certain level of pressure, but maybe that's what she was trying to eliminate. Maybe she really wanted to see how much I wanted her, if I was really gonna hit her up the next day. Which I did. But you lied, and I didn't. I was telling the truth while you lied. It's crazy. So, third anecdote. I take a girl out, we have a great time. Okay? Elegant vibes. Great meal. It's all lovey-dovey. We having a good time, right? We spend pretty much, the night together. Separate. The next day, I'm viewing her stories. On a random tip, I'm not even thinking I'm gonna see anything. I don't go into these situations hoping I see something. You know, I'm not even thinking I'm gonna see something. I just go out, I randomly check her story. When I tell you, it is the direct next day. I saw her the night before. I was with her the night before. The next day. Shorty's in the airport. Takes a story of her at the airport. I'm like, that's a little strange. I was just with you yesterday. You didn't tell me that she was gonna be catching a flight. So, I'm clicking through the stories still. Couple stories later, I find out she's in the Dominican Republic. What? The Dominican Republic? The DR?
Daddy, chill.
What? So, when on earth was you gonna tell me you was catching a flight to the Dominican Republic? You wanna know why she ain't tell me? Cause I'm more than positive she got flued out to the Dominican Republic. And she didn't want to tell me because she didn't want to either hurt my feelings or make me feel like I wasn't going to be a harasser anymore, or make me feel like any type of judgment to where I could be like, yo, what's going on here? She wants to be able to live her life without judgment while still having her roster and having her cake and eating it too. But I found out. And that's when now it's up to me to decide, okay, do I just eliminate her from my life in general, or do I just put her in a position where I can maintain, control my emotions while not, I guess, creating levels of hatred. And honestly, I chose that one. Like I said, I'm too smart to be stupid, but I also don't feel like there needs to be conflict with every girl that you have interactions with that you are not necessarily claiming. Everything doesn't have to be an issue. Okay, and that's a very important piece to take from this video, right? Everything doesn't have to be an issue. Even though I found out that all these girls were lying, I didn't make it an issue because none of them are my girlfriend. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I would be in the wrong for applying all of my trust to a person that I barely know. Don't throw yourself immediately into every single situation that you're in. Every situationship does not require the highest peak of your love and attention and adoration, because there's usually someone there before you got there. And even if they're quote unquote is not, they live their life how they lived their life before they met you. So their life is not going to turn all in a matter of a couple of days or a week or a month because they met you. And you behind this camera, the chosen one, you're special. And if she chose you back, she thinks you're special too. And that's why she's lying to you. She don't want you to judge her. She wants you to still be on her roster. She don't want you to think that you don't like her. She just wants to be able to have her cake and eat it too. And sometimes people like that, they get their karma. But that's not up to you though. It's up to you to maintain control of your emotions. Because you got the world to provide your light to. It's not just about that one person. Okay? Because when you're starting out, you can't be too possessive, man. These girls are not your girlfriend unless they're your girlfriend. But if they're not, then you gotta just go with the flow. Because if you want an objectively attractive woman, there are certain things that come with that. And that definitely includes that they have more options than you. Even though you're the chosen one, you have options too. Don't get it misconstrued. You can have that abundance mentality, but an attractive woman will always have more options than you. So you really can't be worried about what she got going on. Just know that when you do find out certain BS, you have to decide, is it worth it to stay and just put her in her place, or just block her and move on with your life? Because trust is not something that you should just be giving up. And love can be betrayed. Loyalty is the real thing that if you feel a person is providing you with that, y'all can build from there.
I'd rather have loyalty than love, because love really don't mean jack.
You gotta maintain control of your emotions. Don't let what another woman is doing or what a woman is doing with her life and utilizing her options affect how you live your life. Because you will end up losing. And we not trying to lose. We trying to play to win. So we don't play ourselves. We outside getting down dirty.
My guy Taylor's in the building. He's a YouTube superstar, Instagram content creator. What else do you do, sir?
And, I get down and dirty expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? I got
Expeditiously.
Expeditiously.